Hello Yogis, welcome back to the mat. We have a wrist-free practice today. It's one of the most requested videos and I'm back with another wrist-free practice. Personally, I enjoyed doing wrist-free vinyasas. It's just a fun way to engage a different set of muscles, to make new connections in your brain and to move differently. It increases mobility and it also keeps the practice fresh. We will be starting the practice with shoulder flossing, and I like to use my yoga strap for that, but if you do not have a yoga strap, you can use a towel or a tie or a belt or something that you can hold on both ends. But other than that, we do not need any other props for the practice. As always, please listen to your body, how you are feeling during the practice. If you need to swap any asanas, feel free to do that and tailor the practice to your requirement. Don't push yourself and cause pains. If any asana or if any particular flow hurts anywhere in your body, back off from that and take a modification or use a prop or swap the entire asana with something else. But if something is uncomfortable, then breathe through it. You will come out on the other side feeling much stronger. And please do subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. That would be of great help. I would appreciate that a lot. And whenever you're ready, let's meet on the mat. Thank you. We'll be starting our practice at the back end of the mat. Grab your yoga strap or the towel or whatever you're using for your shoulder flossing. Feet are hip distance apart. Engage your lower abs, tuck your tailbone and grab hold of your yoga strap on both the ends. Make sure that the strap remains tight the whole time. Inhale here. Exhale. Sweep the strap all the way over your head and the strap comes to the back of your thigh. Inhale here. Exhale. Come all the way over your head to the front of your thigh. We'll do that a couple of times. Inhale here. Exhale. Sweep the strap up and up over your head and bring the strap to the back of your thigh. Inhale here. Exhale. Strap comes up and over your head to the front of your thigh. Two more. Inhale and exhale. Inhale here. Exhale, strap comes up and over your head to the front of your thigh. Two more. Put the strap to one end of the mat and come to the back edge of the mat. Make sure that your feet are hip distance apart and engage your lower abs, tuck your tailbone, sweep your arms over your head, clasp your fingers and rotate your palms to face towards the sky. One breath here. Exhale, squat all the way down or come as far as you can. And next breath, lift your hips up and take a forward fold, still keeping the clasp of your hand. Come back to your squat. Exhale, forward fold, and every time you come into your forward fold, try to shift your weight towards the ball mounts of your feet. Inhale in your squat, exhale, forward fold. Two more. Inhale in your squat, exhale, forward fold. Inhale in your squat, exhale, fold forward. Come back into your squat, bring your palms to your chest and make your toes slightly point towards the outer edge of the mat, coming into Malasana. Try to lengthen your torso. One breath in your Malasana. From here, shift your weight forward, dip your right knee down towards the left edge of the mat, stack your hips directly on your right leg or right knee. Your left foot is pointing towards the corner of the mat. You can either have your palms at your chest or bring your palms out into a T and sink your hips towards your left foot. Come back up. Tuck your right toes. Come back into Malasana. Bring your left knee down. Right toes point towards the corner of the mat. Arms come out into a T and sink your hips towards the right heel. Come back up. Tuck your back toes. Flow through Malasana. Right knee comes down. Turn your left toes out. Open your arms and sink your hips. Come back up. Flow through Malasana. Left knee comes down. Right toes turn towards the corner of the mat. Bring your arms out into a T and sink your hips. Back into your Malasana and hold your Malasana for a breath. You can either have your palms at your chest or bring your palms alongside your ears. Engage your core if you have your arms stretched out. Engage your core and squeeze your glutes. Make sure that your knees are not falling inwards. One breath. Come back. Bring your palms back to your chest. Bring both your knees down onto the mat and forearms down on the mat. You are in your all fours except that you are on your forearms. Extend your right foot. Bring your right toes to touch on the outside of your left hip. Inhale here. Exhale, draw a big rainbow. Right toes come and touch on the outside of the right hip. 4 more of these. Keep your core engaged. Inhale here. Exhale, draw a big rainbow. Toes come to touch on the outside of the left hip. 1 inhale. Exhale, toes come and touch on the outside of the right hip. One last time. Toes come to touch on the outside of the left hip. Exhale, toes come to touch on the outside of the right hip. Come back. Bring your right knee back onto the mat. Lift your right leg up. Right heel is pointing towards the sky. Push through your right heel and pulse your leg up and down for 5 breaths. Your right leg is in a 90-degree angle. Every time you pulse up, you should feel the front of your right leg and your hamstrings and your glutes. Bring your right knee back down onto the mat. We'll flow that on the other side. Extend your left foot. Bring your left foot on the outside of your right hip. Inhale here. Exhale, draw a big rainbow and toes tap on the outside of your left hip. Inhale here. Exhale, draw a big rainbow and toes tap on the outside of the right hip. Inhale and exhale. Inhale here. Exhale. 2 more. Exhale. Bring the left knee back down onto the mat. Lift your left leg. Point your left heel towards the sky and pulse your left leg up and down for 5 breaths. Imagine that you are pushing something with your left heel. Bring your left heel back down onto the mat and adjust your stance and extend your legs coming into a forearm plank. Take a breath here. Next breath, bring your right forearm parallel to the short edge of the mat and open up into your forearm side plank. Left hand extends up towards the sky. Switch sides. Left hand comes parallel to the short edge of the mat and open up into your forearm side plank towards the right edge of the mat. Come back to your forearm plank. Shift your weight forward. Dip your nose in between your palms. Lift your hips. Walk your feet closer to your hands, coming into a dolphin. Work towards bringing your heels down onto the mat. Keep the back of your neck long. Lift your right leg up, three-legged dolphin. Switch sides, left leg up, three-legged dolphin. Walk back into your plank pose. Bring your hips down onto the mat, coming into a sphinx. You can either stay here or bring your palms towards the corners of the mat. Push into your palms and lift your chest off the mat. Transitioning into a baby seal. Come down onto the mat. Bring your belly down onto the mat. Lift your legs. Keep your legs strong. Arms extend alongside your ears. And every exhale, cactus your arms and pull your elbows to your chest. 4 more. Keep your elbows in line with your shoulders and open and close your legs. Keep the back of your neck long. Come back into your sphinx pose. You can either stay in your sphinx or you can bend your legs, grab hold of your ankles. Lift your chest off the mat and your quads off the mat, coming into a bow pose. Release all the way down. Bring your forearms back down onto the mat. Lift your hips. Come back into your plank, forearm plank. Bring your right forearm parallel to the mat. Open up into your side plank on your forearm. Switch sides. Left forearm down onto the mat. Open into your forearm side plank. Come back into your plank pose. Walk your feet towards your hands, dolphin. Keep the back of your neck long. 1 breath here. Lift your right leg up. Switch sides. Left leg up. Walk back into your plank. Bring your hips down onto the mat. Swings. Bring your palms towards the corners of the mat. Push into your palms and lift your chest, coming into a baby seal. Come all the way down. Bring your belly down onto the mat. Lift your legs off the mat and arms come alongside your ears. Exhale, cactus your arms. Bring your elbows in line with your shoulders. 4 more. Keep your arms here and open and close your legs. Bring your forearms down on the mat. Either stay in your sphinx pose or bend your legs. Grab hold of your ankles and lift your quads and your chest off the mat. Come all the way down. Forearms back down onto the mat. Tuck your toes. Lift your knees off the mat. Hips off the mat back to your forearm plank. Bring your knees down. Shift your hips back. Make sure that your hips are directly in line with your knees. Take a puppy stretch. Come all the way up. Stack your hips directly on your knees. You can walk your knees out slightly wider than your hip distance. Bring your palms to support your lower back. You can have your toes tucked or tops of your feet down onto the mat. And engage your lower abs. Tuck your tailbone, squeeze your glutes and pinch your elbows towards each other and open your chest up towards the sky. Keep working your hips towards the front edge of the mat. come all the way up. You can take a full expression of camel pose, either with your toes tucked or with the tops of your feet down onto the mat. You can start with your palms supporting your lower back. Hips come forward towards the front edge of the mat. If you are comfortable here, you can slowly start reaching towards your heels. Keep opening your chest up and hips are moving towards the front edge of the mat. If you are comfortable there, try playing with bringing the tops of your feet down onto the mat. Come all the way back up. Bring your sits bone down onto the mat and the soles of your feet come to touch in front of you. You are in a butterfly. Work towards bringing your knees towards the ground. If they are up here, you can support them with blocks to bridge that gap, or you can walk the soles of your feet slightly away from you so that knees can come down. You can pick whichever variation suits you today. Make sure that both your sits bone are down on the mat. Lengthen your torso. You can stay here or you can hinge from your hips and fold forward. The back of your neck is long. Reach through the crown of your head. Come as far forward as your sit bones stay on the mat. Don't lift your hips off the mat. Slowly come back up. Fold your knees and try playing with straightening your legs, coming into a Navasana. Your two-piece fingers are holding the big toes of your feet. Open your chest up towards the sky, lengthen your torso. Release your left leg straight. Right foot comes on the outside of your left thigh. Lift your torso. Sits bone are down on the mat. Wrap your right knee with your left hand. Open your chest towards the longest side of the mat and take a twist. You can have your right fingertips on the ground. Every inhale lengthen, every exhale try to twist slightly deeper and open your chest. Shoulders are moving away from your ears here. Flex your left foot. Square your chest back to the front of the mat. Bring the soles of your feet together. Sit up straight. Take an inhale here. Exhale, hinge from your hips. Fold forward in your butterfly. The back of your neck is long and shoulders are moving away from your ears. Come all the way up, fold your knees and play with extending both your legs and opening your chest towards the sky and lengthening your torso. Release your right leg down on the mat. Left foot comes on the outside of your right thigh. Open your chest, lengthen your torso. Wrap your right arm around your left knee. Hug your left knee into your chest and twist open towards the longest side of the mat. Release from your twist. Bring the soles of your feet down onto the mat and without using your hands, play with coming all the way up into your Tadasana and walk to the front edge of the mat. In your Tadasana, make sure that your feet are hip distance apart. Engage your lower abs, tuck your tailbone and we'll flow through half Sun Salutation. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up, coming up on the balls of your feet. Exhale, bend your knees, cactus your arms and open your chest up towards the sky. If you want to play with your balance, try and extend your arms in this position, opening your chest up towards the sky. Come all the way back up onto the balls of your feet, straighten your legs, swan dive and fold forward. Shift your weight towards the ball bounce of your feet in your forward fold. Sink your hips down like you're sitting in a chair. Grab hold of your ankles. Bring your chest in contact with your thighs. Keep that hold on your ankles and slowly extend your legs and fold forward again for a deeper opening in your hamstrings. Keep the back of your neck long. Come back, sink your hips back down and bring your arms alongside your ears. Chair pose. The weight is on your heels and engage your core. Bring the palms to your chest. Hook your left elbow on the outside of your right knee and open your chest, taking a twist. Try to square your hips so your knees are in line with each other. Bring your gaze down onto the mat. Shift your weight onto your right foot. Lift your left foot off the mat. Either stay here or slowly extend your left leg, pointing your toes. Still keeping your twist. Release your back foot down onto the mat, coming up into your crescent lunge. Squeeze your inner thighs and square your hips towards the front edge of the mat. Left arm comes forward, right arm back, taking a twist. Deepen your twist by bringing your right palm on the outside of your left thigh, left hand alongside your ears. Sink your hips down, still squeezing your inner thighs. Square your hips back to the front of the mat, arms alongside your ears. Hinge your torso forward, coming into an arrowhead. You can have your hands alongside your ears or you can bring it next to your upper body. Stay here for a breath. Slowly start shifting your weight onto your right leg. Lift your left foot off the mat, transitioning into warrior 3. Come all the way back. Lift your left leg. Bring your left knee into your chest, coming into your one-legged Tadasana. Open your arms out into a T. Wrap your left leg around your right, either binding it either once or twice. Sink your hips down. Left hand comes underneath your right, transitioning into eagle. Keep sinking your hips down, squeezing your inner thighs. Release your eagle. Left leg back comes back into your chest. Come back into your Tadasana. Take one deep breath here and take that flow on the other side. Engage your core, tuck your tailbone. Sweep your arms all the way up, coming up on the balls of your feet. Bend your knees. Open your chest up towards the sky, cactusing your arms. Either stay here or play with your balance by extending your hands alongside your ears, still opening your chest up towards the sky. Slowly extend your legs, come back up, swan dive, fold forward. Reach through the crown of your head, back of your neck is long. Grab hold of your ankles, sink your hips like you're sitting down in a chair. Bring your chest to touch your quads. Keeping this hold on your ankles, fold forward. Sink your hips back down. Arms come alongside your ears, transitioning into your chair. One breath. Palms come to your chest. Hook your Right elbow on the outside of your left knee. Open your chest towards the longest side of the mat. Try to keep your knees in line with each other. Bring your gaze down onto the mat. Shift your weight onto your left foot. Lift your right leg off the mat. Stay here or slowly extend your right leg, pointing your toes. Keep the back of your neck long, keeping your twist. Release your back foot down onto the mat. Arms come alongside your ears, Crescent Lunge. Open up into your twist. Deepen your twist by bringing your left palm on the outside of your right thigh, right hand alongside your ears. Squeeze your inner thighs. Square your chest back to the front of the mat and transition into arrowhead. Arms can be alongside your ears or next to your torso. Grow tall through the crown of your head. Shift your weight forward. Lift your right foot off the mat. Hinge from your hips, warrior 3. Slowly come all the way up. Bring your right knee into your chest. Bring your arms alongside your ears. Open your arms out into a T. Wrap your right leg around your left either once or twice. Right hand comes under your left. Bind it once or twice, sinking into your eagle. Core is engaged. Release your eagle. Right leg comes back into your chest. Come back into your Tadasana. One deep breath in your Tadasana. Shake your legs if you think that helps. Bend your right leg. Grab hold on the inside of your right foot. Extend your left hand alongside your ears. Engage your core. Tuck your tailbone. Hinge from your hips. Start kicking into your right hand. Hinge from your hips. Coming into a beautiful dancers. Keep squaring your chest to the mat. Slowly release. One of these days, my release will be graceful. Until then, I'll work towards it. Switch sides. Bend your left leg. Grab hold on the inside of your left foot. Extend your right hand alongside your ears. Engage your core. Start kicking your left foot into your hand. Hinge from your hips. Dancers on the other side. Slowly release. I'm much better on my left side than my right. Oh well. Bring your palms to your chest. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. We'll flow through a standing back bend. Bring your feet slightly wider than your hip distance. Engage your lower abs. Tuck your tailbone. Bring your palms to support your lower back. Squeeze your elbows here and make sure that your lower abs are really engaged. Keep opening your chest up towards the sky and take a standing back bend. Come only as far back as it feels comfortable. Release and come all the way back up into your Tadasana and take a forward fold just to release your back. Come all the way back up. Bring your right knee into your chest. Grab hold of your right big toe with your two peace fingers. Left palm can stay on your left hip. Open your knee towards the right side. You can stay here or engage your core and slowly extend your right leg out. Don't sink into your chest. Release, fold your right foot and bring it to the inside of your left thigh. Bring your palms to touch over your head. Interlace your fingers, extending your index finger out. Stay coming into your tree pose. Either stay here or grow tall from your torso. Don't sink into your hips. Rotate open your left shoulder towards the sky and lean towards the right side of the mat. Keep opening your chest up towards the sky. You should feel a nice opening on the left side of your body. Slowly bring your tree back up and right knee comes into your chest. Grab hold on the knife edge side of your right foot with your left hand. Extend your right leg. Right hand extends towards the back edge of the mat, taking a standing twist. Release your right leg and flow into your warrior 3. Release your back foot down onto the mat. Spin your back heel down onto the mat and open up into warrior 2. Adjust your stance. Sink your hips down, engage your core. Flip your left palm towards the sky and reverse your warrior. You can bring your right hand behind your back towards your left thigh. Reverse your warrior. Keep sinking your hips down. Come back into warrior 2 and flow through your side, extended side angle. You can have your top arm in line with your ears. Left hand can come in onto the inside of your left foot, or it can rest on your left thigh. If you have a bind in your practice, you can bind your side angle. Keep opening your chest up towards the sky, either keeping your bind or releasing your hands, transition into a triangle. Reach through the crown of your head. If you do have a bind, release your bind. Come back through your side angle to your reverse triangle. Open your chest towards the front edge of the mat. Adjust your stance. Make sure that your feet are on parallel tracks. Squeeze your inner thighs, hinge from your hips and fold forward into your pyramid. Come back up to the front of the mat into your Tadasana, and we'll take that flow on the other side. Bring your left knee into your chest. Grab hold of your left big toe with your two piece fingers and open your knee towards the left side of the mat. You can have your right hand resting on your right hip. From here, engage your core and start extending your left leg all the way out. Grow tall from your torso. Don't sink into your hips. Release your left leg back to the center. Bring your left foot on the inside of your right leg. Arms come out alongside your ears. Interlace your fingers, extend your index finger. Stay here in your tree pose or engage your core. Grow tall in your torso. Open your right shoulder towards the sky and lean towards the left side of the mat. Keep the back of your neck long. Come back to the center. Bring your left knee back to your chest. Hold your knife edge side of your left foot with your right hand and twist open towards the left long edge side of the mat. Slowly release your twist. Transition into your warrior 3. My legs are shaking. Bring your back foot down onto the mat and open into warrior 2. Adjust your stance. Flip your right palm towards the sky. Reverse your warrior. Left hand can come behind your back towards your right thigh. Exhale through your side angle. Top arm can stay alongside your ears. If you have a bind in your practice, you can bind your side angle here. Oh, that breeze feels so good. Adjust your stance. Extend your right leg, either keeping your bind or extending your hands. Transition into your triangle. Release and reverse your triangle. Square your hips to the front of the mat. Adjust your stance. Make sure that your feet are on parallel tracks. Engage your core. Squeeze your inner thighs. Fold forward into your pyramid. Come all the way up, step back to the front of the mat, coming into your Tadasana. Close your eyes and take a breath. We'll take dancers on each side one more time. Bend your right leg, grab hold on the inside of your right foot, engage your core. Left arm comes alongside your ears. Kick your right foot into your hand and hinge from your hips. Keep squaring your hips and your chest to the mat. Ooh, that was a graceful release. Switch sides. Bring your bend your left leg. Grab hold on the inside of your left foot. Extend your right hand alongside your ears. Engage your core. Kick into your left hand and come into your dancers. Release. Back to your Tadasana. Take a deep breath. Next breath, step your left leg back. Open your toes out. Sink your hips down. Either stay here or come on to the balls of your feet. Bring your arms alongside your ears and keep sinking your hips down and hold your goddess for 5 breaths. Engage your core. Try and keep sinking your hips down. Come straighten your legs. Bring your heels down onto the mat. Feet are parallel to the short edges of the mat. Bring your palm into your chest. Left palm comes on the outside of your left thigh. Right hand comes alongside your ears and lean towards the left edge of the mat. Take a side body stretch. Switch sides. Bring your palms to your chest. Rotate your right foot, toes face the shorted side of the mat. Sink into your left hip. Flex your right foot towards the sky, Skandasana. Pull up on the kneecap of your extended leg. Bring your right foot down on the mat and switch sides. Extend your left leg, left foot flexed towards the sky, Skandasana on the other side. Bring your hips down onto the mat. Right foot comes onto the inside of your left leg. We'll take a side bend. You can bring your straps to help you here. Wrap your strap around your left foot and bring the longest side of the strap behind your neck. Bring your left elbow on the inside of your left leg. Right hand comes over your head holding the strap. Open your chest up. Make sure that both your sits bone are down on the mat. It's important to have your sit bones down on the mat and not to collapse your chest, rather than how far forward you can come in your side body stretch. Make sure that you're not collapsing your chest. Back of your neck is long. Release your side bend and switch sides. You can adjust your stance on the, you can adjust your position on the mat. I was onto one side, I just moved. And bring your strap onto your right foot and it comes behind your back. Right elbow on the inside of your right leg. Hold the strap with your left hand. Both your sit bones are down on the mat. Keep rotating your chest open. Back of your neck is long. Each side might feel different and your flexibility can be different on both sides, and that's completely okay. Release your side bend, remove your strap, bring your soles of the feet to touch together. We are back into our butterfly. Lengthen your torso and fold forward. Back of your neck is long. Come all the way up. Fold your knees together. Hug your knees into your chest and roll your back down onto the mat. Support your lower back with your palms and bring your hips to stack directly on your shoulder. We'll transition into a shoulder stand. The weight is on your forearms and it's not on your neck. The back of your neck should be long. Engage your core. Bend both your knees, bring your knees towards your forehead. Extend your legs, bring your toes onto the ground over your head. You can have your hands extended. Clasp your palms for an extra opening in your shoulder. Keep pushing through your heels. Work towards stacking your hips directly on your shoulders here. keep working towards straightening your legs and moving your knees away from your face. Fold your legs or bend your legs, roll slowly back down onto the mat. Bring your right leg over your left, bind it once or twice, coming back into your eagle bind. Shift your hips and bring your knees on the outside of your left hip. Open your chest up towards the sky. Work towards keeping both your shoulders down on the mat. Taking a supine twist with eagle legs. Switch sides. Come back to the center. Bind your left leg on top of your right, either once or twice. Shift your hips and knees come on the outside of your right hip. Open your chest up towards the sky. Both your shoulder blades are down on the mat. It's more important to keep both your shoulder blades down on the mat rather than pushing your knees to come down onto the mat. Release your twist. Hug your knees into your chest. Rock from side to side. Release your lower back. Bring both your feet down onto the mat. Either stay here or extend your legs and take your Shavasana. Loosen your face, loosen your jaws. You can have your eyes open or closed. Don't skip your Shavasana. Please take this time for yourself. Everybody has a long to-do list, but everything outside this mat will still be there when you're done. Take this time to nourish yourself. I hope you enjoyed this wrist-free practice. Please comment below and let me know how you like this practice, like the video, share it, and please do subscribe to my channel. Have a beautiful day and I'll see you on the mat next week.